Hi there, Judy of My Divine Angel Reading here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. This is where every Tuesday I get on Facebook Live and I do free intuition development training every single week, okay? If you miss the live feed, not a biggie, because the replays are available on YouTube and on my blog. What you will be watching here is the replay edited and shortened down just for your viewing pleasure. Let's get started. Okay, so for those of you guys that are familiar with how I work, just so you know, I may and probably will maybe say some curse words, some adult language. That's not anything horrific though. So do whatever you need to do depending on where you're at and who's around right now. Lori says no sound on my end, but Caprina says you sound great. Lori, try refreshing your page, or you have to click on it. Oh, she can't hear me anyway, so I'm talking to myself, right? Okay. So today is December 5th, 2017. Let me know if you're watching live or watching the replay, because I do go back and look at the comments later on. So today we're going to go over 3 simple steps to manifesting your heart's desires. I live, eat, and breathe this stuff. What we're going to cover today is what exactly is manifest. As a matter of fact, what exactly is manifesting? It's kind of a big buzzword lately, and I think a lot of people may or may not understand what it is or how to do it, okay? So I have it broken down into 3 simple steps that I personally use. Now, depending on who you talk to, there's various different steps and different. Let me just make it fast and simple. I'm going to give you the three simple steps that you need to do in order to manifest your heart's desires. And I am also going to go over and give you guys examples of things I have personally manifested in my life, intentionally and unintentionally, so you understand that this is by no means it's no bullshit. Okay, this stuff really does work. If you've ever tried to manifest anything before and it didn't work, I'm going to go over what might be blocking you and holding you back, okay, which kind of ties into last week's training all about the ego. All right, so let's get started here. So what is manifesting? In a nutshell, I'm going to give you how I break it down, because depending on if you Google it, you're going to get all different things, okay? So it's basically using the law of attraction to bring into your physical experience what is happening on the inside. A lot of people will use the phrase, well, if I get this or get this, then I'll be happy. When you're working with your intuition, because that is what I teach, it's actually opposite. You have to create it on the inside first, okay? Having the perspective, if I get a new house, or if I get a raise, or if I get this, or if I get that, then I'll be happy, or it'll make me whatever. That's wrong. It's so backwards and wrong. It's ridiculous. You have to focus on the inside first. Manifesting it's really used to materialize your goals, your desires, your goals, and your dreams that take form in your mind. It has to be in your heart and in your mind in order for it to happen, and how to manifest the easy way. When something is manifest, it's evident, obvious, apparent, and plain for everybody to see. So example, my house, my car, they're physical things that is obvious. Anybody can see them, okay? It's basically taking your wishes, making them a reality by connecting to your energy. You have to connect to you and the energy of it. You know how when I'm doing these lives and doing my free readings, I am always talking about getting in alignment with yourself and with your energy. Manifesting, you have to get in alignment with that. Oh, yay, I see here. Okay. Yay, Lori, you can hear us now. Everything's good. Okay, so it's also a way of empowering us, you, to take charge of your life instead of just leaving it to chance, okay? A lot of people I've noticed go through life just on a whim or as things happen. When you know how to manifest something, You create your life. I can honestly tell you, I really do have a phenomenal kick-ass dream life. I do. And a lot of it is through manifesting and getting myself in alignment with my soul, with my intuition, and just being in the flow of all that. So understand that whatever you put your focus on will manifest. So if you're focusing on what you don't want to happen, you're going to begin to see that those things happen. So to give you a quick example, if you're always in that mindset of, oh, woe is me, I never win anything, why does this shit always happen to me? That's what you're feeling inside, and that is what you are putting out to the world. So you're going to continue to attract more of that same crap. It's really directing and changing your thoughts, all right? Do you ever notice those people who always seem to win things? It's basically what they're doing is manifesting without realizing it. Okay, so, what did I just say here? It's by changing the mindset and practicing just certain techniques. You don't even have to call them ancient, but you'll begin to see your greatest dreams and desires just come to life right before your eyes, okay? So your minds, oh my God, your minds are so freaking powerful. Whatever it is that you focus on expands. It's crazy. I could talk for hours on how that works. For those of you guys that follow me, you would know a lot, okay? Because I talk about it a lot. So a person who can manifest things easier than others, they're on a higher vibrational state. So their vibration will create their desires easier, faster, and more effectively than someone who is experiencing a lower vibrational level. I know I haven't done my free readings in a little while. It's because I've been so consumed with doing other things. But for those of you guys that have been following me for a while, you know, like when I jump on live, there's a lot of energy and it's a very high vibration. And I inject that and put that out to everything that I do. I am predominantly, I'd say 90% of my life on a daily basis is at a high vibe level. It is so critical and important that you are always in alignment and in a high vibrational level. So, yay! The 3 simple steps I personally use here, okay? So let me just take a second here. For those of you guys that are live, because this is an interactive training, let me know if you understand what manifesting is, okay? Does everybody got it? They understand what exactly it is, the point of doing it? Now we're going to go into detail the 3 simple steps that I personally use and it works. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Mary says, good morning. Lori, your phone is at 6%. Yes, listen to Brit and grab a charger because you're going to want to look at this stuff. But even then, if you miss it, you can go back and watch the replay, okay? So let's get going. The 3 simple steps that I personally use. You have to get clear on exactly what it is that you want. A lot of people, they just they think they know what they want. They're not really sure. A lot of people just want a feeling. Maybe you want a feeling. Maybe you want a physical thing. You just really have to get clear on what exactly it is that you want. And I'm going to go over examples of the steps of doing all this, okay? And you have to become one with the story. You have to connect with it and vibe with it and feel with it. Remember a minute ago how I was explaining? A lot of people think, well, if I get this, then I'll be happy. So, like, Lori, I see here you put home. So, I can say, me too, I am right now manifesting a new home. The home that I'm in right now, I manifested this house. But I'm working on a brand new home, okay? Something that's mine, that I'm not renting. So, you have to become one with the story. And again, I'm going to go into details all of this. So, do me a favor and comment the things that you want. What is it that you want? Is it a feeling? Do you just want to be happy? Because I'm going to go over and show you the different ways that you would do that. So Lori put a house. That's what I'm working on right now, a new house. Years ago, it was just to be happy, just to be clear. Okay, so you have to become one with the story, vibe with it, connect with it. Just know it's possible. Okay, a lot of people want things, but on the inside, they don't believe it's possible for them to have it, and that blocks you. So the third step, you have to get out of your own way, okay? This kind of ties into last week's training where I was talking about fuck your ego. Give your ego the finger, get rid of it, because your ego gets in the way. Your ego will tell you how to control it, or it has to happen a specific way, or the only way you visualize it is in a certain specific way. Now, getting out of your own way is kind of like that quote, just hand it over to God. Give it to God. And however God, Jesus, the higher powers, your angels, your intuition, your soul, whatever words you want to use, you have to release the control over how exactly it's gonna happen, okay? So let's discuss in detail how it works for a minute. Okay, so I'm looking at the comments here. All right, I see a lot of people put security. A lot of people are talking about financial stability. Okay, so to give you an example, financial stability. So get clear on what you want. So if any of you guys have a piece of paper and a pen, you're probably going to want to write some of this down. Get clear on what you want. You want your financial security, your financial stability, okay? Write that down on a piece of paper. Now connect with it, okay? What is it? Why do you want that? For what purpose? Okay. And then you want to write down the feelings that come with it, like you already have it. Okay. And physically, in the physical, because when you get clear on what you want, it's a heart-centered thing. Okay. It's a heart-centered thing, and it's in your mind. The second part, becoming one with the story, is in your physical space. You have to feel it and live like you already have it. So financial security, look at your relationship with money. How do you view money? Do you view money as a negative thing or a positive thing? A great way to find that out, like instantly fast, when you're spending money on something and when you're paying your bills, do you like grind your teeth? Or when you go shopping, do you look at something and the first thing that is in your head is, I can't afford this, or I'll never be able to afford this? You want to look at the negative thoughts, words, behaviors, and patterns that play into the story. So financial security, because that's what I see a lot of people here are talking about. As you're paying your bills, actually be grateful for it. Okay? You have to, it's like, if you're in the mindset that you want financial security, you have to be in the mindset that you're secure enough to pay the bills that you already have. You can also go through various different mantras. Say different mantras and things that would help you out to get in alignment with that kind of stuff, okay? And you have to get out of your own way. So what I do is release it, let it go to God, but you need to take inspired action based on getting in alignment with the story. So to give you guys a personal example, okay, since a lot of you guys are talking about financial security, several years ago when I left my husband was making six figures, okay? I had a very, very comfortable lifestyle. There was no worrying about bills. The money was always there. When I decided to leave, I left with nothing. Nothing. I had no money. Bank accounts closed, sleeping at my shop. I started over with nothing. So I had to get very clear on money. How much money do I need to make? How much money do I want? Okay. And it was just coming from a lack of, okay? I didn't have it, so I wanted it. I needed it. So I had to get very clear on how much I wanted, why I wanted it, okay? So it was to be back in that feeling and that zone of not feeling desperate or gripping or searching or hoping and praying, okay? I didn't want to live like that. I had to become one with the story. So when I got in alignment and got in the zone, okay, I changed all my negative viewpoints to positive ones. I became one with the story. And because I got in alignment with it and in the zone, I didn't walk around every day feeling poor or telling myself that I was poor. I walked around feeling like, you know what? I can create and do anything that I want. And what happens is when you're in tune with your intuition, you will get guided messages, or what I would refer to as inspirational ideas, on how to start allowing the universe, opening the doors to allow the universe to deliver it to you. So I don't know, 3 years ago, my intuition was telling me make videos, and I was like, yeah, to hell with that. I'm not doing that. It's scary. But I didn't listen to it for a while. Once I started listening to the inspired action and becoming one with the story, everything changed. And then I also had to get out of my own way. So in my brain, because I have another business, everything revolved around that other business. And in my brain, I wasn't getting out of my own way. It was, okay, I'm going to start making videos on how to paint these glasses and how to do this and how to do that. And I was so wrong. I was in the ego controlling how I perceived it had to happen. You have to let go of the control as to how it's going to happen. You leave that part to the universe, I'll say, to answer it for you. All right, so let me just take a second here to look at the comments and see do you guys follow me? Do you understand what I'm talking about? So Sandy Bloom, you're talking about the job that you want. Every morning, okay, you're clear on what you want, because you and I have had readings together. Become one with the story. So Sandy, what you would do is every morning when you wake up, visualize like you are waking up and getting yourself ready for that job, okay? Become one with it. As you're driving to your current job, visualize that you are driving to your new job, to your dream job, okay? And then just allow, as long as you're in the zone, you'll know when you're in the zone because you'll feel it. It'll feel good. It feels phenomenal. And then just don't dictate how it happens. As long as you're in the vibe with it and connecting with it, and mentally and from a heart space becoming one with it, you release it. Release the how it's going to happen to the universe. So that was for Sandy. Okay, so Misty says getting Social Security approval. Misty, write down why it is that you want that approval, okay? And you have to connect with it, and it has to feel good. Because when you're manifesting things, you're manifesting them for your highest good, for your ultimate happiest life. So make sure you write down why you want that Social Security, what it'll do for you, and how it'll help you, and then go through with visualizing and feeling like you already have it. You guys kind of get the, Lori says the relationship with love. I'm going to show, I actually manifested the love of my life. I'll tell you exactly how I did that. Okay, Sandy, I own it. Yes. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so some of the things that I have manifested, my studio. You guys all remember that beautiful studio that I was working on, or working out of? I manifested that. My other business, I ran it out of my house, and it was making me crazy. It was making me nuts. I had to get out of my house. So what I did is I put the thought out there. I know what I want. I need a physical studio that I can paint, package, create, sell, and ship the glassware out that I was painting. I didn't want to do it out of my house no more. And when I connected with it even more, it felt good. It felt like, yes, things were expanding, and, the business was taking off and growing to where I actually have a physical space to start doing that. And then I just put it out there into the universe, and I got out of my own way. And then next thing you knew, I was going to networking meetings, and one woman told me, oh yeah, I know somebody who actually has a space for rent. I released it. I didn't bang my head into the wall, searching and looking and draining my energy, okay? That would be just, you need to let it go. the love of my life. When I was still in my marriage, I would sit at home and think, and this is the power of your thoughts, okay? I would be sitting in my house thinking, why can't I just be with someone who loves me for me? Why do I have to wear all these hats and play all these different roles? And I'm not being true to myself. I'm ignoring and putting myself last. And I just kept saying it over and over and over. I wish I could be with someone who just loves me for me. I wish I could be with someone who just loves me for me. And then I would go into this whole daydream of what that feels like. And I vibed with it and I connected with it. I became one with it in my heart. Next thing you knew, I met somebody who was totally okay with me being me. It's funny. I spent 15 years in a marriage, and the relationship that I'm in right now, that I've been in almost 3 years now, this person knows me more in depth and in personal than my husband of 15 years. The house that I live in right now, I'm also manifesting a new construction one. So, the house that I live in right now, when I was quote unquote homeless for a period of time, when I left my husband, I was staying at my shop, and I just kept putting it out there in the world. I would visualize, because my shop was my happy place. It was my sanctuary. Okay. Every time I went to my studio to work, and as I was in there, I visualized that was my happy home. That was my sanctuary. And I put it out there into the world that I wanted a house. I didn't want an apartment. I didn't want a condo. I wanted a house. And this is what I want to pay. And it needs to be within 5 miles of my studio. And I released it. I believed it wholeheartedly. I connected with it. I released the control. And next thing you know, I went out to the bar one night with one of my girlfriends, and I told her I was looking for a house. I went to high school with this girl. I never knew she had a house that she was renting. So I released how it was happening. See, now in my brain, a lot of you guys could probably relate. I'm thinking I got to go to a real estate agent. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, I just put it out there and I released the how, and it came. I could go into tons and tons of other stuff. The sports car that I drive, my Firebird, it's beautiful. I put it out there into the world. I'm tired of driving this mommy mobile minivan, okay? My kids are older. My kids are grown and gone. The minivan is not me, okay? I've always had sports cars until I had kids. So I wanted a sports car. I put it out there into the world exactly the kind of car I wanted. I wasn't vague with sports car. I knew exactly what I wanted, the color it needed to be, and it had to have T-tops, and I only wanted to pay $1,000 for it. And then next thing you know, 5 houses down the street from me, from the house I manifested, there's that same exact car that the guy wanted to get rid of. So that's how it works, okay? So I hope you guys get the flow and the vibe here of how all of that goes. Okay, so Mahmuda, I can't pronounce your name. Mahmuda. Coaching business. Get up every morning, and it's kind of like you have to pretend in your physical experience that you're already doing it. So get up every morning and act like you're doing your business. Get up, write out your schedule, write out your appointments, and by doing that, by physically doing that, step number 2, okay, let's see. Step 2. Wait, I'm trying to go back so you guys can have this stuff in front of you. Okay? Become one with the story. Become one with it. Vibe with it, okay? It's that easy. That's how, you feel it. You know when you're in the zone because you feel it. It feels so freaking good. You actually feel like you're high on life. You do. Naturally high on life. So yeah, I'm not going to go into, you guys get the point here, and I still manifest all kinds of things into my life. So we're going to do the Q&A in a second here, but I want you guys to know, for those of you guys that are new, the free intuition development training that I've been working on, that'll be out in January, beginning of January 2018. So if you're new and you want to learn how to develop your intuition, make sure you sign up for the VIP list, and it figures I don't have a link pinned here. But I'm also doing some rebranding. It's not going to be My Divine Angel Reading anymore. It's going to be judyjameson.com. So I will let you guys know when that change takes place, okay? The course is going to be called A Girl's Guide to Badassery, okay? Learn to create jaw-dropping awesomeness in every area of your life by developing your intuition. This is my baby. I have a badass life, and I created it through manifesting and tuning into my intuition and listening to it, okay? So if that training interests you, make sure you get on the VIP list, because that's where you'll be notified, okay? Or you could just go to my current website right now, My Divine Angel Reading, and you'll see a link that says VIP. Okay, so I'm going to switch screens so we can go over and chat live so you guys can see me, and I'll answer some questions. We'll hang out a little while. Technically, though, so if you guys are winding up watching the replay that I'm going to send out, it's going to be edited. So what to do now? If you missed the live training, make sure you like, comment, and share the video, okay? So, and go to the website where you can get on that VIP membership list, okay? When you're on that list, some of the perks, I do monthly drawings every month, where somebody wins a private 30-minute reading. You get advanced notification when I'm going live. You get a coupon code. You see all the stuff here. But you'll have these training videos delivered to your inbox every Tuesday, the replay. Okay, so I'm going to switch my screen now. And you guys are going to see me live. You're going to see my screen in a second, though. Okay, so let's switch back to the scene so you guys can see me. Let me shrink that. Can you all see me? You all see me good? Good? No, I didn't turn on the light. Figures. Okay, so let's see here. I'm looking at your comments. Okay. Do you have any questions on how the whole process works, okay? Because at this point, the actual training portion is done. So now I'm just going to kind of hang out and answer any questions. Okay, you guys, you got it. How many? Oh, you know what? I should grab the link and pin it. The link is going to change because I am changing my branding. Okay, yes. Oh, good. Yeah, see, that makes me feel good. I explained it good. You guys get it. I'm going to grab a link. Web links. And yeah, I am doing so much work right now. I'm changing everything. My Divine Angel Reading is going away and it's going to be replaced with Judy Jameson. I have so much freaking work to do. Where's my link? No, those are the links to the courses. Oh, shit. I can't find my link. Did I delete it? Oh, here it is. Now all that's going to change too. All right, so let me put the comment in there. So for those of you guys who are not on the VIP list, let me pin that right there. Pin comment. There. There is the link for right now. Okay, so if you want to have these trainings delivered to your inbox, you're really into this kind of stuff, you're going to want to be on that list, okay? All right, so let me see here. I'm going to look at your comments and see if anybody, you know what, it's easier for me to look at them on my phone, because if I scroll on my screen, I'm going to lose you. Okay. Sandy says, still working on what we talked about. You know what, Sandy, you are, high five the screen. Sandy, you're on the right road. You feel it. I know it. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions? If not, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to change my way of thinking. Try. Stephanie, the one key, did you watch last week's live training on the ego? The ego will just completely do everything to just fuck up everything in your life. The key really is, once you know, when you're manifesting, when your ego jumps in, you'll know. And you have to analyze, why is this coming in? Snow White. Her name's not Snow White. It's Caprina, but I just call her Snow White. Your dream is a reality. Way cool. Yes, it is. Because I listened for a long time. I didn't listen to my intuition. I didn't want to listen to it because it was telling me to do things that would push me out of my comfort zone. My mom thinks I lost my mind because I left a man who was making six figures to be homeless and sleep on a truck bed couch in my shop. She thought I lost my mind, but I'm like, I knew this is what I needed to do. And the more you don't listen to your intuition, the worse things become, until something happens where there's just no, the universe will intervene and completely break it all down. So you have no choice but to go the other direction. But yeah, so make sure you listen to last week's live training on the ego. It's in here. The replay's in here somewhere. But yeah, listen to your intuition. Get in tune. Even if you don't know how to connect with your intuition, just following the 3 steps that I pointed out on here. Get clear on what it is that you want, why you want it. Write it down. Don't just think about it. Write it. When you actually write things down, you channel. It's also a way to channel your intuition, and just don't even think about it. Just start writing. And then when you're done, it's crazy. Okay. Britt says, what kinds of mantras can we use to help getting that damn ego out of the way? Okay, so it depends on what it is that you're manifesting. So a basic overall blanket, you could just simply say, and you have to say it from the heart. You can't fake it, okay? It's, you can't fake it. What I would do, what I used to do when I was at my rock bottom worst, because there's only no other way to go than up, right? You just surrender, and I would be like, you know what? I am open to allowing and receiving whatever phenomenal gifts, blessings, insight, keys, whatever word you want to put in there, that the universe will deliver to me to help me for my highest good. If you're not sure of the mantras, you just make them up, whatever feels right to you. Start with opening, allowing, open, and allow the universe, just simply say it. Whether you want to tune into your heart, close your eyes, look up, it doesn't matter. Just say some kind of mantra. I am open and willing to receive any of life's blessings. And the more you start doing it, you're going to you have to believe it, okay? So connect with it, believe it. You can't put things out there that you don't think is possible, because that's blocking. You have to believe it's true. There's absolutely no reason why you can't have this stuff or achieve it. Get out of the way. So I hope that answers your question. Okay. You can also say Britt, certain mantras like, I am healthy, wealthy, and full of abundance in every way imaginable. Okay? And by saying that, you're going to start to feel it and connect with it. And it's just, things are just going to happen. You're going to feel it in your heart first. Something inside of you is going to light up and come to life. So another example, the house that I live in right now, the yard is really big. I always tell my boyfriend, and when you manifest together, when you get 2 people who want the same thing and you manifest it together, it happens faster. So I always tell my boyfriend, as you're sitting on the riding mower cutting the lawn, visualize and breathe in the air like you're cutting your dream lawn. You're not sitting there in a negative state, or this isn't what I want to be, this isn't where I want to be. You're not in alignment, okay? Feel it and connect with it. So as he's sitting there on the mower, driving around the lawn, he is visualizing and feeling in his heart like he is cutting his dream lawn. Is my internet going in and out? Let me know, please. Because I just saw a light. I want to make sure that there's not any internet going in and out. I'm manifesting a new house right now. So you could also go on Pinterest, okay? Look at the things and connect with it. So if you want a new house, okay, you see this dream house. As you're looking at that photo, go into the photo. See yourself going through it. See yourself driving up in the driveway. And connect with your senses to where you would even feel what it feels like physically. So to give you an example, I don't know, the PVC pavers, instead of just a poured driveway, if it was all the individual pavers, visualize, being in the car and feeling the bumps as you're driving up the driveway. Visualize, walking up the steps. As you're walking up, if you have steps in your house or anywhere, if you visualize your dream house has steps that you go up into this big, beautiful porch, what you want to do by connecting with it, by what you already have, if you have steps that go up into the house, you're in steps anywhere, okay? Steps go into the mall, where upstairs in your bedroom, it doesn't matter. As you're walking up steps, visualize you're walking up the steps to your dream home, okay? Even get a freaking stair stepper, or, in your own house, if you have just a step stool, just close your eyes and go up and down on the steps and connect with it. However connects with you the easiest way, that's what you want to do. Okay, it's been steady on the end. Okay, great. Okay, so it's going to be really hard, a challenge for me to not, it's showing here 43 minutes already, but the actual training, I think I made it 20 minutes. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I have a lot of work I'm doing today with that course that I was telling you guys about. It's going to be probably, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 hours broken up into chunks of free in-depth training. Okay, so just make sure you're on the VIP list, so this way you'll get notified when it goes live. Okay, guys, I will see you guys all real soon. Bye.